So the battle of Sukuna and Gojo has finally begun as their battle is taking place in Shibuya, and Shibuya is still currently in ruins after the whole Shibuya arc incident that has displayed in the past couple of months that has happened in the current storyline. So as of this time, we see that Gojo and Ichiki they're talking as Ichiki asks Gojo like, "Hey, how is life in the prison realm?" Where Gojo applied by saying that the prison realm is kind of like a continuation of working a 9 to 5 job on loop. Some days it may seems long, and some days it just continuously on being like short. But it's just continuously, it feels like a 9 to 5 job that you don't want to be there. So after that conversation, Gojo wanted to know with all the people that has been affected by his ultimate void that he had displayed earlier in the arc of Shibuya, has they have recovered, as Ijiki has applied by saying yes, they have recovered and they're all fine. So then we see Uruhume and we see Gachiganji as they're here to support and help out Gojo to fight against Sukuna, as it seems to be one of their few plans that they have to try to go ahead and end all of this chaos and madness. But Sukuna, on the other hand, is on the other side of Shibuya as he can see Gojo's cursed energy in the aura, so he knows where he's at. So then we go and we focus on the flashback where Gojo is actually having a conversation with Gachigandi as he actually admit and tell Gojo like, "Hey, I'm the one who killed Principal Yaga." As Gojo is not really that upset or not showing any emotions. And at this time, a lot of people kind of like think that Gojo doesn't care, but honestly, Gojo, he is just trying to keep his emotions in check because the last time that he let his emotions out, he got trapped in the prison realm, and he's just trying to make sure that he didn't get caught lacking, even though he's surrounded by all of the people that he knows and honestly won't do harm to him. He still has to make sure, and we all know that for the fact when Gojo, when he takes an L, he takes it to heart and he makes sure that he learns never to take an L again. So of course we probably might see Gojo actually show emotions later on after the whole chaos, after the whole battle with Kenjaku and Sukuna. We probably might see him showcase a lot more emotions because the last chapter we saw him when he learned about Nanami's death and all of this was going down. We just see him just being stone cold, and honestly too, he's just trying to focus on his fight with Sukuna and try to kill Kenjaku and end this whole calling game mess. But Gojo, he goes on ahead and tell Gachigandi that, "Hey, I don't blame you because you're being forced and you're being a puppet by the higher ups. Also, as well, it's my fault because I got myself all sealed up. If I wasn't sealed up, this would have never happened." As we can see that Panda is actually eavesdropping on the whole conversation, trying to get all of the info. And then we later see that all of the higher ups has been killed, and we all kind of know who probably did it, which was Gojo. So, of course, after we've seen all the dead bodies of the higher ups, we are focusing back on the main present as we can see that Gojo, he is talking to Ichiki and he tells Ichiki like, "Hey bro, like I trust you because you're the only person that I can trust the most." So then we see that Ichiki activate a barrier, and while he's activating the barrier, he's just thinking of all the moments that Gojo kept bullying him and just keep making fun of him. So at this time, Ichiki, he is taking this so seriously and that he doesn't want to let Gojo down because Gojo has so much trust in him, and especially too since they've known each other way back then. And also the only friends that Gojo probably just have is Shoko and Ichiki because everyone else is either an associate, a senpai, or his student. So of course Ichiki, he's gonna go all out on his boy Gojo by perfecting and trying to maintain this barrier. But then we see Urahime as she is able to activate her curse technique, and we're able to see how she's able to do her curse technique for the first time ever. And her curse technique is basically enhance any curse energy output of anyone that she choose, even herself. So she chose Gojo, and as we see Gojo, he was able to do hollow purple by 200%. And now that we see Gachigandi is actually helping her because he has his instrument and he's playing his instrument while it helps Urahime activate her curse technique. So while Gojo is charging up and he's doing his hollow purple up to 200%, he goes on ahead and he didn't waste any time, and he goes on ahead and he shoots it straight at Sukuna. And Sukuna, he kind of noticed it in the last second, so he goes on ahead and tries to block it. But as the hollow purple continue on going, because that thing is super fast, it is destroying every building that it touched. We see that Sukuna, he tries to go ahead and avoid it, but he ends up trying to block it. But with the whole blast that is happening, it burns off his whole hand. But then Sukuna, of course, as a beast that he is, he's going to start using his reverse curse technique. And this just showcased how strong Sukuna is, because he was able to survive a hollow purple 200%. That is just 100% crazy at this moment. So then we see that Gojo, he goes right in front of Sukuna, and it says the strongest sorcerers in history versus the strongest sorcerer of today. As Gojo, he says that, hey, listen up, you're the challenger here. As Sukuna, he's already pissed off and kind of happy as he says that, you damn brat. And then the chapter ends as we're going to see these two titans battle it out finally. So now that we got these two finally fighting against each other, well, most likely the next chapter, we're probably going to see them be equal in power, but we probably might see that Sukuna probably might have the upper hand and towards the end of the next chapter. And I do believe that this chapter or this fight sequence of Sukuna versus Gojo is probably going to last the next couple of chapters. So I don't know yet for sure the number, but it's going to be, for a while. But of course, I do see that Gojo has multiple plans, and I do see that it's going to probably play out to try to take out Sukuna, because of course the one person that everyone is looking for is Kashimo, because Kashimo, we haven't seen him where he is or anything else, and we all know that he wants to go ahead and fight against Sukuna, so we probably might see him be able to fight Sukuna in some kind of way, while Gojo is battling Sukuna, and that's probably one of Gojo's plans. But other than that, let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this chapter and what you guys think. And if you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monto Man, and hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Sorry for rambling and pausing. It's just been a long day. All right, bye.